This is me. This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
This is me. This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
I will never forget the text that I got from Sarah over winter break. I haven't heard much from her up to this point, as we were both trying to recover from the past semester. The text read, "I just got another tattoo." Knowing Sarah, this wasn't a shock. Sarah tends to do things first, then tell people later. One of her most used phrases is, "It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission." I asked her what the new tattoo was, expecting something meaningful or deep, but when she gave me her answer, I could only roll my eyes and ask, "What bet did you lose?" Long story short, it was a YOLO tattoo. Quite literally just the words YOLO going vertically. Now sit back, relax, and listen to the soothing voice of Sarah Sue.
You only live once. It's a common phrase. You've probably heard of it during a graduation, from someone who just bought a sports car during their midlife crisis, or after someone attends a funeral. To me, YOLO is something I try to base my entire life around. When I was younger, my sister was always the life of the party. I was the older, more mature, based my entire life around the rule sister. Me and my sister are only 14 months apart, and despite our differences, we always were close. When I started kindergarten, the hardest transition for me wasn't seeing my mom, getting my nap in, or growing in. It was leaving my sister. When I was about halfway through my first year of school, my sister had to go to the doctors as she wasn't feeling well. In my 5-year-old brain, I just thought she didn't have to go to school and got a free pass to watch cartoons all day. I was blissfully unaware of how my family's world just turned upside down. Later that afternoon, I was called down into the office. I was stunned to see both of my grandparents there. They explained that my mom and my dad weren't going to be able to pick me up, and that's why they made the drive down. I was just excited to see my grandparents and excited that I got to leave school early. We got home, and my grandparents had the difficult task of telling their 5-year-old granddaughter that her sister was in the hospital. My sister was in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks as she fought influenza A and bacterial meningitis. Later that year, the hospital bill came out. However, 2 weeks later, my parents got a letter that all of the hospital bills had been paid. We don't know, and we will never know who paid, but every day we are grateful for that generous act. Ever since that fateful January day, my life motto has been YOLO. In my life currently, it looks a lot like saying yes to opportunities that I'm scared to, applying for that job that I don't think I'll get, saying yes to travel, and saying yes to live. Although I'm only 20, I have had the privilege of truly living, and I can't wait to see where the next 20 years take me.